Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. Going to continue my play session of Kena Bridge of Spirits. This is part 2. We are going to try and play this game to completion. If you like complete gameplays or breakdowns or new games like New World and stuff, as well as talk show coverage, we do both here on this channel. Hit subscribe and the bell button so that way you don't miss out on the content. We do a talk show in the mornings, gameplay in the afternoons. We also do video game voting. If you're a higher tier member, tier 2 or above, you can vote in our Discord. As well as community posts, and Returnal continues to get voted on for Rewind Wednesday, so we will be jumping back into Returnal this afternoon and trying to beat Biome 4. Now, if I remember right, it wants us to go in here. We just got to the place where we can do this. Here we go. Oh, gosh! Right away! Oh, he does 3. He does 3. Holy moly. Welcome to Kena. Instead of this is Sparta, this is Kena. Okay, a third. Come on. Okay. We're going to have to try the hammer on him, and we're going to have to try to parry him. It's high risk, but this is going to take too long without it. Oh, I don't have enough to do. Okay, I have full courage. Why is it taking my courage away as soon as the fight's... That's cheesy. Alright, we're gonna have to parry this guy to get our courage up, as well as that hit. Oh, he charges on the third. Yeah! Yeah, this is medium difficulty. Yeah, that was all about we had to get the parries or we were never going to be able to beat him. Because you can't dodge him. The dodge game wasn't strong enough. He was getting you on the third. Because dodging doesn't give you iframes in this. You have to physically dodge the attack. Oh, there we go.
We leave offerings at the Guardian Tree, asking it to protect the ones we love. Taro left this for the children. He must have been so scared when he lost them. Many of the offerings here were placed by the first village leaders. Skilled hunters who use spirit energy to create powerful weapons. I'm sure the Guardian Tree won't mind if we use them to help Taro.
Problem with most Souls-like games is they don't capture the atmosphere. Dark Souls 1 and 3 make every boss battle seem epic. This fails here. It needs to be more than just hard to be Souls-like. This isn't meant to be a Souls-like game, though. Am I supposed to leave now? Oh, I am. Okay. Okay, we can go down there to the Forgotten Forest Warp. Excuse me. I think my wife and I are going to play this game on PS4. It's a good little game. It's a good little game. If you guys haven't smashed the like button yet, do me a favor and do that. It helps the video. Helps us meet new people. If you're new and you like gameplay, introduce yourself in chat. We'd love to meet you.
That up?
Okay, we need to go this way, it seems. Oh, no. This way. The earlier conversation was about Tales of Iron being like a Souls-like game. Yeah, Souls-like doesn't necessarily, in my opinion, I mean, I'm happy to have a discussion while we play a game. I don't necessarily think a Souls-like game has to be Souls-like in tone. Now, it certainly helps, doesn't it? It certainly helps for fans of Souls games, but you can play Salt and Sanctuary and it doesn't have to I mean, Salt and Sanctuary probably does bring that element, right? How do you get that flower to open? You know? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to block that. Ah! You couldn't help? You couldn't help with that?
I don't know what corruption waits for you in the Lantern Cave, but I suspect Taro's spirit will fight to the end.
He shows up after the fight to do a little bow shot in the door and look fancy. Come on.
See that over there?
30 likes to get the first 100. Get it, chat? Get it, chat. I love those little guys. You would probably say that your spirit animal is like a panda bear, but I think it's more like this, you know? Covered in black hair and round. I put food on the ground and they like instantly eat it. Look, man, you want to start with those short jokes. You know, you're poking somebody with some decent roasting skills. Decent. I'm not that great, but I have my moments. Oh, excuse me. Where's the emote for "I'm quitting you"? In the words of Led Zeppelin, you're going to have to agree and to admit that you can't quit me, babe. I can't quit you, babe. All right. What's this? What's this? Yeah, we need a water drop from somewhere. Yo, what's good, Feed? I see you in the chat. Stop bullying. 5'4" isn't that short. I'm stuck on a glitch and can't leave to reload the section. No previous saves to back out, but Ember Labs responded last night saying they're going to patch. Oh, really? So it's a ha. Bloop.
Yeah.
Hey, pick that up. Do my bidding. Excuse me. Oh, okay. All right, we have to make another one. Oh, there it is. Well, how about that? Think we'll ever get a serious career story-driven poker game like in the early 2000s? I don't know. Yeah, you know, you could do you think they could do like a poker sim championship game or something? It's got a cool little dragon head now. I think it had the dragon head yesterday, just you couldn't see it. It's kind of awkward. The controls of the little dragon guy are a little awkward sometimes. The more you get, the cooler it looks. Oh, has it really changed in appearance because I have more? I might not have noticed that. Eat up, little Zubairs. I've officially decided to call them that. And then back here there was something, wasn't there? Yeah. Don't forget to interact with these. I did it and then didn't interact the one time. Big mistake. Here we go. It's on, sir. It's on. You speak as if it never was. Why are we continuing to play these little games when we all know it's moved to the next stage? Team Top Hat. Oh, it's boss time. Ooh. You should really see a chiropractor for all that, bro. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute there, buddy. The volume's a little high. Oh! I think I'm gonna go non-targeted. Untarget, girl! Holy moly, he's strong. All right, we gotta go. We gotta get this health. There we go. There we go. Stupid targeting! Looks like we can target his back, maybe. Oh yeah, we can! Oh! I promise you, I'm hitting the block button. A freaking input delay crap. stop targeting the little guys, you dummy! We're in trouble. Yeah. If she would quit targeting the little guys, that's so freaking infuriating. Like, I'm clearly fighting a boss. So why are you targeting a little guy all the way on the other side of the room instead of the big guy right in front of me? Like, numerous times that happened. I was like, what are you doing? There's a guy 2 feet in front of you, and he's the size of a tree. But that guy on the other side of the map. The reach on that. This is a fight that's going to make me make a strong case for animation cancel. There's too many trash ads for me. You see what I'm saying? There's too many trash ads for me to manage both him and the trash ads. The trash ads are on a constant spawn cycle. So I need to be able to animation cancel. If I'm going to have to take care of these little idiots, and then in the midst of me taking care of them, he's gonna come up. That should have been a freaking parry. Like, I need to be able to animation cancel. Disagree. Untarget. Oh, that hurts. I hit the block button. I told you that input delay was going to ruin later fights. I knew it was going to. You need to be able to consistently parry. If I can't consistently parry, fights like this are extra frustrating because, like, I'm hitting the button and then she just stands there. It's like, bro, I played Dark Souls and Sekiro. Like, I know how to time a parry. Like, she's just not doing it. It just doesn't come out. Right there is another prime example. I 100% hit it before his attack landed. Zero doubt in my mind that I hit it at the right... You've never used the targeting in game? The problem with this fight is that if you don't use targeting and you go to use your really big hammer attack, she completely whiffs. I need to hit the big guy with the big attack, and she targets like some idiot next to her. What are your overall thoughts on this game? Sorry I missed yesterday. Recovery had me in and out. You're seeing on display one of my main criticisms of the game. Is that there's a weird input delay with parrying, and parrying is super foundational to the game. How is that fair? He backed up into the corner of the room and just jumped across. You see what I'm saying? I need to be able to keep him targeted, and I need to be able to do animation cancel. If I don't, the whole fight falls apart. I can't do both. I need to be able to do, okay, he's the boss. Let me target him. Let me parry him. Let me attack him. and not worry about all these little guys attacking me, because I need to animation cancel when they come up, because they throw off the rhythm of the fight. Like, I'm not fighting them. Another perfect example. Like, I'm having to babysit ads, and then I can't mitigate the damage because he comes sprawling in and I can't animation cancel. So I just take automatic damage. I hit block there and it didn't work. More input delay. Saw it coming and hit block, and she just didn't do it. See? Like, I need to be able to just keep him targeted. I need him to stay targeted. And she just, look at her. She's just targeting everything but the boss. Looking at the boss, and she targets that guy. There you go. And if I keep him targeted, then they're going to come up and just get cheap shots on me the whole time. Need to be able to animation cancel. I tried to disengage my target, and she just started targeting more people. Like, how is that fair? I can't see. I hit block. Can't figure out how I stunned him that one time. Possibly you're hitting it too early or too late. No, she literally doesn't do it. It's not like this comes out too late. The animation doesn't even happen. She just stands there and gets hit. It's like there's this super weird moment where anything you do on the controller, the game's like, you didn't do anything. You didn't press the button. It's like, yes, I did. If the animation got halfway through and then she got clobbered, you could say, you did it too late. But nothing happens. She literally just stands there and gets whacked. It's like, I hit the button. I know how to parry in games like this. It's literally ruining the combat. It's like, I need to be able to parry. You can't consistently de-incentivize a major function of the game. Like, I'm de-incentivized from trying it. I hit it there again, well before his hand got there. This is a bow fight? Oh, the glowy bits. Well, the criticism still stands. It really is a bow fight. That's fine. Criticism still stands. I should be able to press a button and have the character do what I'm pressing. Like, this isn't going to be the only fight where I can give up on melee and I'm not going to be able to do that in every fight. There's nothing more frustrating than pressing a button and having your character not do the thing. So freaking, like... So generous to the enemy. Like, I can't stand when enemies have, like, massive hitboxes. Like, I have to run an Olympic-sized circle around this guy just to not get hit. Yeah, you can only do that once. See how she literally targeted the... Do you see what I'm talking about? Why on earth would you do that? I save up the really strong hammer, but because I didn't target the guy on the ground directly in front of me, the hammer targeted some guy on the other side of him. Come on. That's Bush League. Like, auto track to the guy right in front of me. I just wasted that. Come on. It's like your systems are so bad that I don't want to engage with them. Like, your tracking is so awful that I don't want to use it, and then I don't use it, and I pay the price. I think he might be stuck. Yeah, he just got stuck. Here we go. Ring around the frickin' rosy. I want to target you, and it won't let me. Like, imagine having, like, a teeny tiny bit of health left, and I would have died right there. Like, imagine having, like, a teeny tiny bit of health left, and I am literally looking at the boss, and I hit target, and you turn my character to the left, and you're like, surely you want to target the guy over here that you're not even looking at. And then I get smacked because I can't see the boss. I am very disappointed in how the combat turned like that. I am extremely disappointed. Like, super charming, dope little game, and your combat has so many rough edges. So many rough edges. You got input delay on parry. You got weird camera nonsense, like, and then if I don't use the targeting, and I'm literally standing, this is the boss right here, I'm standing, and I wind up for a hammer, she targets a guy 20 feet in the other direction on the other side of him. Like, come on. Is it a fight mechanic to push you to eliminate the little guys first? No, because they keep respawning. Then you can't eliminate them. That's why I was saying, even though you're supposed to use your bow and arrow to get most of your damage, like, the whole time it felt like I need to be able to animation cancel. I need to be able to animation cancel in a fight like that because, like, the rhythm of the fight, as soon as you're done doing your arrows, the rhythm of the fight dictates that he's on a combat rhythm, and the little guys are on a combat rhythm, and they don't line up, okay? So, if I'm hitting them, I have to constantly hit. What's he going to do? Here he comes. Dodge out of the way because I can't animation cancel. Same thing on him. Hit, try to do the hammer, whatever. I have to consider the fact that their combat rhythm doesn't line up with his. Now, if you could animation cancel, it wouldn't matter because you'd be like, wham, 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 and somebody'd come over and you just roll out of the way. When you have, I don't even know what you would call it. It wouldn't be like polyrhythmic like in drumming. It would be like birhythmic. When you have like birhythmic combat going on, the player is not going to be able to mitigate the damage of the quicker rhythm little guys while he's engaging with the bigger rhythm big guys, and then flip it. It's really hard to manage the rhythmic combat of the big guy when you're engaging with the little guys. It creates a dissonance in the fight to where I don't feel like I'm able to do anything of my own. I'm constantly hit, get out of there, hit, get out of there. It creates a sense of like flat tire in the combat. Poor execution or poor design. The targeting feels like poor execution. Like they need to fix that. Like if I'm literally staring at the boss and I click target, making my character turn like that and target a guy over here, what on earth? No. And then I got hit. Do you understand? Like, you can't do that. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm looking at him. If I were to get my bow out, the crosshair's on him, basically. And it turned my character like this. Whoop! My character flipped, turned, and all of a sudden I'm targeting some little guy. I'm like, no! Wham! And then I got hit. Imagine losing the fight to that. That's not your fault. That's not your fault. But if you don't target him, then this move here, that move there will target somebody else. It's like, I need to target him. And so it just didn't work very well. It's very disappointing. It really is, because I think the combat in this is very satisfying, but it is so laced with inconsistency and sloppiness. It just feels kind of sloppy. You should never be concerned that if I push this button, the game's not going to do what I want. You should never be concerned about that. That should you should be all muscle memory. Imagine playing Ghost of Tsushima and being like, half the time parry doesn't work. That wouldn't work. The whole game is built around parrying and the different stances and responding to what the enemy's doing. You know what I mean? It's like if you lack confidence in the game's base level mechanic, it throws everything off. I never use targeting, it's not necessary. You can say that, but did you see when he was on his knees directly in front of me, I did the hammer attack, and the hammer pivoted and targeted the guy behind him, and so I got like no damage on him. So you say it's not necessary. I think I have a pretty strong case to show you in the recent gameplay I just had that, no, it is necessary. It's really, really unfortunate that like there's these rough edges in the combat, because the combat is the centerpiece of the game. Like, you need it to be reliable. I should never be doubting doing this, thinking it just doesn't work. Because then it throws everything off. Like, your confidence is off. You're like, I don't even know what's going to work. So I go and stand in front of him, and then I'm like I got extra hesitating. I've almost beat the game. I'm just stuck on a glitch. Haven't used targeting on any boss. You understand you're not making a strong case for the game, right? When you say that, you're basically saying that the system is so poorly that you've not used it and you've had success.
Over there.
You thinking about that yet? You thinking about what that means? What point does that prove? I don't use targeting either. I didn't like the way that it felt. You should never have a system in the game that is so poorly executed that people are like, yeah, don't use it, it's bad. It'll be in a much better state when I play on Xbox. Is it hard to type with both lips so firmly pressed to your Xbox? Like, does it make it hard to type, Mo? $150 from Mannery Shaheen. Thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate that. We need full plate dinner time. Walk through now. Mashed potatoes with gravy and butter roll. There you go. That sounds like a good meal. For the record, guys, Mo knows I love him. But boy, oh boy, he's got those lips firmly planted on that Xbox. It's probably hard to date, you know. Takes it with him in the car. Y'all the beta testers. Now, that's one way of looking at time exclusivity. That's one way. I mean, there's a part of what you're saying with it, you're not wrong. You know, they'll polish some of this stuff off, and it'll play a little bit better. No!
Taro's lantern. He must have lost it searching for the children.
Bring the relics to the fallen tree. It's time to help Taro find peace.
Xbox has its own issues with controllers, dead zone, input lag, and the sticks. They all do. They all do. Yeah. The Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation and the Xbox all have problem with the stick drift, so don't act like it's unique to Microsoft. They're all getting them supplied from the same dadgum place. They're all in class action lawsuits about it. You can't pull fanboy on that. No, you cannot. They all get to share in that nonsense. Love the new way you're doing things. Gives more time to gameplay. Thank you. I think, unfortunately, I'm viewing games as, like, my relax time. And when stuff like that happens, I get, like, I get angry, like, almost too fast. But that was irritating. It's one thing to have the opening fight where the guy came out and was, like, whooping my tail. It's one thing to have that. It's another thing to have a fight that feels like it's not working properly. Do you know what I'm saying? I think, like, that's why I was more frustrated with the fight on the inside than the fight on the outside. Fight on the outside, the guy killed me like 3 or 4 times. Took it on the chin, dusted myself off, kept going. Fight on the inside felt like stuff wasn't working right. You know what I mean? The targeting was jacking up, like the hammer was hitting wrong. And I'm hitting parry, but it's not counting. You know what I mean? It's like there's a different level of frustration when you feel like there is a betrayal going on. Does that make sense? When you feel like there's a betrayal going on, you feel as if you're being, slighted or, whatever. But when you're just getting your butt whooped, it's different. Oh, this is really cool. We went and did all these symbols, and now it's like glowing. Yo, what's good, Fett? This seems kind of ominous and not good. The original Xbox was an absolute unit. It was great. You could even sit on the controller if you needed a booster seat. Oh gosh, that stop motion was creepy. Well, it wasn't stop motion, but it had a stop motion feel. Holy frick, he's got a lot of attacks. Oh, that one's gonna hurt. Gosh! Ah! I missed my chance. Got it. Oh, he got me. Do I have to watch a cutscene every time? Okay. Oh, get out of here! Nice stun lock. Yeah, nice stun lock. It seems like certain moves you cannot parry. Hit the dodge button, dude. I love how it broke my targeting. I hit parry well before he got there. Once again, the animation doesn't even come out. What? That didn't even seem blockable. That doesn't even seem blockable. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I think until they patched whatever that is with the parry, I just think the combat's always going to be unnecessarily frustrating and unfair. There's multiple times in the fight where I'm losing so much health because the freaking button doesn't do anything. It's like you just stand there. Yeah, there's a dodge in this, but it doesn't provide iframes, so it feels absolutely worthless. Like, the dodge in this game feels absolutely worthless. Like, I constantly dodge and just get hit anyway. For stuff like, for area of effect like that, it works great. But for swing, I hit parry well before he got there with his swing. I know I did. I did it again right there. I promise you, I'm hitting it well before it gets there. She doesn't even begin the animation. There's just like these weird milliseconds of time where it doesn't accept my inputs. Like, I 100% promise you, like, I'm hitting it well before it gets there. I did it again right there. They put in all these unspoken breaths of inaction, and it's like, I can't freaking tell when it's gonna happen. So unfair. So unfair. It's like I turn to run to heal and like you just can't. Like you it's so slow. Like you I had to click 3 times to get it to disengage targeting. I wanted to disengage targeting well before that and it just wouldn't let me. Right there, like, how is that not a parry? I hit it. I 100% hit it. Whatever. I wonder if it's because the lack of animation canceling, the previous move is still recovering. That's what I mean. I'm literally standing still some of the times. I'm not doing anything. I'm literally standing there waiting for him to attack me. No, you can. There's no stamina depletion. I'll literally walk up to him and I'll do it right away. That doesn't take any stamina to do. That's not a thing. That's not a mechanic in the game. Like, that depletes it when he breaks it. So I can't do it right now. Or it's weaker. Ah! Below your HP. You're not going to solve it because it's a glitch. You're not going to solve it. We tested it yesterday with a full stamina bar, and it will happen when I have a full stamina bar. I'll go into a fight brand new, fresh. I've not been hit a single time yet, and it won't work. Like, that's so fair. The freaking stun lock right at the beginning of the fight. No, just kill me. I'm not gonna play when it cheats. Plus R3 while your arrow is drawn to hit the lamp when it's up. I mean this with all the love of my heart. Are you watching the frickin' stream? I've done that numerous times. Like, you're telling me to tie my shoes before running. Like, I've done that multiple times. Come on, man. Come on. Oh no, he's got his sword's gone. That is so unfair. Like, that animation is so jacked up. I did the thing. I saw the animation come up. Oh, I see something. And getting killed through your block is such BS. Getting killed through your block is such BS, dude. There have to be moves you can't parry. No! Like, it's like people don't even listen. It's not that I can't parry certain moves. She doesn't do it. I can parry that move. I've done it many times. And there are times where she just freaking stands there and doesn't do anything. Like, it's not because the move's not parryable. She doesn't do anything. I don't know how to make it any clearer than that. Yeah, where are you supposed to see the block? The red, though. I don't see the red until it's too late. He's mid-swing and I see it. Oh, you're referring to the grab. Yeah, the grab might just be totally dodge. I don't understand how you're supposed to know what's not blockable. You don't see the red until he's already swinging. It's too late at that point. There's nothing before he swings that says, this is a red attack. Bing! Woof! There's nothing. As he's swinging, I see red on his blade, but like, I've blocked some of those. I've parried some of those. There's no indication that you can't block it. He's charging, there's red floating symbols. Well, yeah, I know that one. Right there is a perfect example. I didn't see any red symbols there. See what I'm saying? I'm pressing block and it's not working, and he had no red symbols coming up. Oh, I love how it knocked him all the way away from me. Whatever. A thousand moments to get ready for that. No iframes on the dodge. You have to physically dodge. BS. BS. That's a parry. That's a parry. What? That's a parry. I timed it. I'm timing those. I'm timing those. Those are parries. I'm sorry. I think the parry window in this game is just a mountain of BS. It is so unfair. It is so unfair. She either doesn't do it at all, and then right there, that's the same time that I do it every time he does that swing. And there is no reason for the button to not do anything right there. Come up with every excuse you can think of. The block should have happened. Saw the attack coming, knew what was about to take place, pressed the button, and she does nothing. The animation doesn't start, nothing. I'm supposed to believe that I was so geriatric and slow that I didn't even press the button. Saw it coming. I've parried that swing numerous times, but do you want to know what it was? I'll tell you what it was. I walked forward before hitting parry. There is this weird input delay laden through the fight where you just recently took a step and the step registers as an action. Okay? And because I've just recently done an action, it creates a weird millisecond of time where the game's like, you can't do anything right now. And so I stand there like an idiot and get clubbed. The animation doesn't even start. It's not like I start and it's too late. It doesn't even do it. It doesn't even register the button press. That's what happened right there. Perfect picture of what I'm talking about. I haven't been hit. I haven't wasted any of my block. And the animation doesn't even happen. Why? It's more than likely because she took a few steps before. And the game registers that as an action, and then therefore it's like, no, you can't do it. Like it's so anti-animation cancel. It's registering her just walking forward as an animation that you can't cancel. It's like, what? This fight, you want to keep stunning him, and then you attack with the staff. Oh, like, don't shoot his shoulder? Yeah, I could see cheesing it. Yeah. Just keep... How that... I don't understand what you're supposed to do there. He just spams that. Like, you run out of block. You're just supposed to dodge, I guess, that he's like throwing a tantrum. He just swang like, what was that, like 6 times? Just such absolute BS. I was more than ready to dodge, more than ready to block, and she just doesn't frickin' do it. Oh, he hits you while he's doing this. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't cheese it. I'm hitting it. The program isn't doing what we call multiplexing. It's taking single inputs only. Multiplexing essentially allows you to do 2 inputs on the same input section at a time. If it's not programmed correctly, you could get issues like that. The greed gets you hit. Yeah, that's the real problem with this fight, yeah. Use the bow, not the staff for that part. So just keep stunning him with the little guys and then just shoot him with the bow. What are you doing? Oh, you got me cookies. I was like, what is going on? Oh, they're individually wrapped. Nice.
Isn't that cute?
That is cute. What an absolutely cheesy way to fight this guy. Yeah, I don't think you can parry that. Shoot the blue. Am I not explaining this? You're doing that thing where you don't watch, you just type. I've shot the blue thing numerous times. I thought you said that you could cheese it, keep infecting his shoulder, and just do damage to him, because the shoulder is an automatic stun. That's what I thought you were saying. His shoulder doesn't grow back, bro. It's a one and done. Lantern's a one and done. They're sources of good damage. Sure. You're not friggin' paying attention and getting snippy, which is a terrible combination. I've shot the shoulder blue thing like 5 times. I literally said that to another guy. I said, are you watching? I've done that. I've done the slow-mo and shot the shoulder. You made it sound like keep stunning his shoulder so that way you get free damage on him. I thought you were telling me to cheese it, basically. Like, every time you have enough rot to infect his shoulder, it's free damage. No, I'm not playing this on hard. I'm playing it on normal. I'm telling you, it all recharges? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Unless you have to wait a super long time, I've never had his shoulder grow back. I've blasted his shoulder. Maybe it grows back after you shoot the lantern, because I just started doing that. This is so bogus. Go back and watch the tapes on that one. I wasn't within the area of effect and it still gave him damage. I was behind him and the dust cloud didn't touch me and it still hit me. You made contact with the character model? No, that doesn't count. That's not what hit me, Abe. No, that's not how the fight works. No. I got hit by the wave. I didn't get hit by his tail. I'm not taking damage if I roll into him. Look at me. I'm rolling through his tail. I just did it. I just rolled through his tail. Just rolled through his tail. It didn't hurt me at all. I literally clipped through his tail. Like, it's like it's not there. That's not why I took damage. I was literally standing still. I was literally standing still, no inputs, waiting to block. She does nothing. I hit it well before the attack happened. If anything, I almost hit it too early there. Nothing happens. She just frickin' stands there. Same controller for yesterday, wired or wireless? I have it plugged in. We could try the black one. I don't think it's a controller issue, though, because people were having the same issue on PC. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I know how to parry. I've played some of the hardest games in existence, and I'm supposed to believe that I just didn't hit the button? Okay. Start the fight, shoot the lantern. Don't run in trying to parry, then focus the shoulder, then lantern comes back and should shoot it. Your game's got a real problem. If that's what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm supposed to... I'm basically supposed to fight it in a very specific way. What's the point in having melee attacks and targeting if it's so bad? You're like, I didn't target anybody. And now you're telling me, yeah, don't try to parry. Don't. What do you mean? From Fridays is going to be Kina Fridays going forward? I'm telling you, man. You see what I'm saying? Look how fast you're supposed to be able to do it. Like, look how quick you can do it. Like, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not failing. And the lack of animation cancel is such a bummer. It would make this game so much better. Oh, I see. His lantern's back now. Did y'all see that? Did you see the successful parry and he just broke out of it and hit me anyway? Did you see that? This game is like... He just canceled my parry. Gosh, you can't get away from that. Okay, I think we have to dodge now. Oh no, I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. Do we have any health left? No, we don't. The guy was not trying to parry but to block and roll, but he had double stamina, or so it seemed. Like, that's literally not fair. That's literally not fair. You can't get away from that. I was spamming dodge, and it's just a stun lock. It's an automatic stun lock. He missed, and then he hit me once, and then I couldn't get... Just an automatic stun lock. Like, she's not fast enough to get away from something like that. Thank you for the 5 spots, Steven. I hit dodge. I'm telling you, if you're doing any other inputs, it doesn't... Okay, so he does like a tantrum throw, like he does like a tantrum when you do that. Oh, right! Okay, that's when he ditches the sword, right? So fair. Okay, okay. Golly, the spam is annoying. Do the thing! He's only winning because they let him spam attacks that are unmitigatable. Like, it's not like I'm making mistakes. He literally bleeds me dry at the end because he has attacks that cannot be mitigated. It's automatic. It's just automatic damage. I hit dodge, bro! Whatever. I just throw when it gets cheap. I'm like, just freaking kill me. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and get frustrated and get all the way to the end and have no health because you cheat at the beginning. See, bro, this is working better than the parrying, bro. Yeah, anybody can literally watch a guide and come up with a way of fighting a boss. It doesn't matter. He has clear attack patterns. And I should be able to parry an attack that is that obvious and slow. Like, acting like your one-dimensional approach to the fight means that the fight's, like, legitimate. I hit the block button. I know I did. What? Such BS. I'm shooting the freaking lantern, bro. Yeah, that's fair. Another attack and a stun that he just gets to override. This fight has like 18 different things in it that are just dripping with being super, super fair. That's so fair. Yep, that's fair. Mid-dodge, rolling away, still gets me. Right. Sure. I love how I have to, like, thread a needle in the middle of a hurricane, and all of his attacks are, like, free and automatic. Like, I see the hit detection spark, like, literally right next to the blue. Doesn't count. Literally hit the, like, the corner of the lantern. Doesn't work. It's like... I hit dodge well before he got there, and it didn't do anything. My buttons just don't do stuff. I don't dodge too early, because if you dodge too early, he's gonna come down and nail you. Again, I hit the dodge well before he got to me, and the button didn't do anything. She just freaking stands there. Yeah, I'm sure that missed. Automatic damage. Did you see where my character was just now? Did you see? Did you happen to see where my character was before I got grabbed? I was outside of the hands. Like, I was not in the grab box. There goes all my health. This is so lame. This is so lame. It's not even true difficulty. You're just constantly ripping the player off. You're just constantly ripping the player off. I don't know how anybody got through this and didn't think, like, this is absolute garbage. Like, I wasn't within the grab box. Both times, my character was well outside. Nah, I couldn't tell what he was doing. I also love how I have slowdown on, and as soon as I let go of the arrow, it unpauses slowdown, and then he just moves really fast. Like, is that how that's... Oh, that's how it's supposed to work. Okay, whatever. I never realized that, like, the arrow... I thought the arrow flew slowly, too. I didn't realize that the arrow, like, unpauses slowdown. Excuse me. I hit block. I wasted my slowdown. I wasted my slowdown before that happened. Like, when you fail, you should be able to pinpoint a mistake that you made. Not, oh, sorry, man, RNG, the lantern swung back and you missed. Yeah, man, sorry. It's, you know... You shouldn't be losing a fight because it, like... You should be able to, like, pinpoint the mistake that you made. so freaking unfair. Mid animation. Like, I've been attacked 3 times now, and none of it's been fair. Forget your frickin' shoulder. I can't let him get close to me. I need health. Get out of that crap. Like, I can't do anything over... That is so unfair, bro! No iframes, no animation cancel. Just absolute do not favor the player whatsoever. You have nothing in your corner in this. Okay, so you can dodge that. So so many of the attacks just feel so cheap and free. It's just it's so hard to learn and try to improve. Like, you just feel like 80% of the damage you take is just a total freaking ripoff. Mid-animation, and he still gets me. Like, just so much free damage. No. No! I have no health. Why did it break my targeting? You have to retarget after slow-mo. Slow-mo is breaking targeting. I need that lantern back. This is bad. I don't like a fight where there's so much free damage. Like, from moment one, you just... Oh, he got me on the backswing. Throw your tantrums, dude. Need that lantern, bro. I can't target him! I couldn't target him, dude. I almost lost. I'm smacking target him. I can't see him. The targeting almost killed me, bro. I don't understand what it's doing. Gee, good job. You beat a Children Games boss fight. Time for phase 2. Congrats. You beat a Kids Games boss. And it's time for phase 3.
The sickness that took our parents was spreading through the village.
Spirits of the forest, walk with our people. Guide them on their journey to the mountain shrine.
Food was running low. Everyone was scared. I never felt so helpless. Saya wanted to stay, but I thought we could go to Rusu for help. I was sure he would know what to do. Something was not right in the woods. I had never seen Rusu so worried. He sent us back to the village. And I knew we were alone. I was all that Benny and Saya had left. I had to protect them.
Next stream, Lono tackles the punishing boss fights in Kirby's epic yarn.
It happened the next morning. The explosion from the mountain shrine covered the land in darkness.
That was actually kind of dope. Him getting like knocked out of his body.
Oh no. No. Benny! Saya! Where are you?
I want to know what would have happened if the targeting not locking at the end would have caused you to fail it. I'm a different type of player now. Like, once you get that close to beating it, it's like, well, let me try again. I got super close. I have to go to the bathroom so freaking bad. I did not know we were going to go into, like, the world's longest
I
cutscene.
searched everywhere for them.
I, like, suppress the need to go to the bathroom, and then once I'm not fighting, it hits me. It's like, oh my gosh, I gotta go.
I was their older brother. I was supposed to protect them. Even now, it's hard to forgive myself.
Taro, the children know how much you care for them. What happened in the village wasn't your fault. You will always be their older brother, and they still need you.
I'm sorry, Kina. We can't take you to the mountain shrine.
It's okay. You have to go now.
That was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. So, like, basically, the two kids were dead, and so was he, and she's a spirit guide, so she's guided them into the afterlife. That was actually pretty dope. That was pretty dope. So, it seems... let me use the restroom real quick, and I'll come back and explain, like, why I am frustrated, and yet I think the game still has lots of potential. Okay, so my biggest praise for the fight is I like the fact that they weave in all this stuff that you've learned and all this sort of, we'll call it, new equipment that you have, right? I like that that's all woven into the fight. The lantern, the slow-mo, the shoulder, that's good, okay? When they don't make it necessary, okay? When they don't make it necessary, if he, like, let's say he wasn't taking any damage unless I did that, or he wasn't, he was unstoppable until I did that. There was something glowing on him, and maybe he's glowing red, and so is the lantern, and I piece it together like, oh, I have to shoot the lantern to make him, that's the only way he's going to take damage. So at that level, I think if you're not going to make it required, then what you would do is what Sniggity Snacks was trying to tell me. He was like, this is the best way to do the fight, right? Through trial and error, maybe he watched a video, whatever, he's like, this is the way to do the fight. And that's totally fine, but my approach to the fight should work just fine because, like any melee-based combat game, I was analyzing his attack patterns, his attack cues, and I was attempting to dodge, and I was attempting to parry, right? See, they know. And the lack of consistent input ruins that style of fight in this game. It absolutely ruins it. So it's possible maybe I'm playing in a way they didn't intend, so maybe people that reviewed it picked up on the fact that, like, you're supposed to stay away from that guy and use a bow. Maybe the review copies came with, like, I don't know, little strategy guides or hints or clues about certain things. Like, hey, some of the fights are going to be pretty hard. Consider taking very different approaches to the combat and look for visual cues or weak points or crit points or whatever. Like the yellow crystals on the big guy. I didn't know that was a thing, right? I didn't know that was a thing. They hadn't established up to that point that there was crit spots on bosses that I just got the bow, so it makes sense. But I think they intended you to pick up on that. One of the criticisms I saw of this game is, like, if you overlook simple clues, it can be incredibly frustrating, right? That really is what I look like listening to Lono. I can't even be mad. You're the one on the far right with far left with the party hat. So, to me, it's not about, Lono, you were approaching the fight the wrong way and getting punished for it, right? Maybe they played it in journalist mode difficulty. That's also possible. They could have just turned it on story mode because they wanted a guaranteed clear and a guaranteed victory, and they don't judge it based on the normal difficulty. Fighting a fight in a non-optimum way is totally fine. You guys watched me play Pontiff Sullivan in Dark Souls 3 last week, and we had people in the chat saying, if you don't parry, it's going to be a really challenging fight. And guess what? I smoked him the third run and got screwed over by a camera glitch, and then when I finally beat him, he didn't touch me. Dodge worked just fine. In this fight, I should be able to approach this fight and decide, you know what, we're going to rumble in the jungle. I'm going to try and parry. I'm going to try and fight you melee-based. I'm going to try and consistently fill up my rot so I can use my hammer. There should be nothing wrong with taking that approach. Even if it's slower and less effective, totally fine. The issue is, both dodge and parry were consistently failing to even proc because of some odd input delay thing that's going on. I can't explain it. I cannot explain it, other than trying to show you that was an instance right there. Like, I was trying to show you guys, like, yep, it happened right there. Like, I saw the attack coming, I hit the button, and you can clearly watch the replay. Nothing happens. Like, it's not even like she tries and fails, or she tries and she gets, like, caught halfway through the animation. I also really feel that the dodge, the roll, I really feel it should have iframes. The enemy's attacks are way too big and sweeping and too far reaching to not give me iframes. Like, to make it to where I have to physically, like, get under the blade, that's so hard to time. It's like, I'm just trying to get out of the way of this guy swinging. You know what I mean? There should definitely be layers and different avenues of combat effectiveness. That's a hard task to achieve when the buttons don't button. Right. Exactly. I should have been able to stubbornly play that melee based, and then you guys should have been like, or you know, Sniggity Snacks should have been like, look, man, you could have made that a lot easier on yourself if you'd have just shot the lantern or did this or blah, blah, blah. You just need to push the button faster. Right. Well, and that's the thing. Did you catch what it starts to make you do? It makes you second guess your muscle memory, and I start doing it way too early, and then I don't parry. I just block, and then he demolishes my shield, right? So if you, the problem is when it doesn't work consistently, you end up doubting the impulse to like, I need to wait till this moment to do it. So what you start doing is you start doing it too early, and it's like, oh, come on, I only did it too early because it doesn't work consistently. Like, you're messing with me, man. You're messing with me. So I think the combat has tons of potential. I think going forward, we're just going to have to very much pay attention to visual cues in the fight and go for, like, crit spots, go for, like, you know, non-direct approach fighting is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to say, look, that doesn't work. You can't do that. You can't go at this guy full bore. You can't go at this guy, you know, melee driven. It's not that kind of game, you know. Now, I played it yesterday, came into it today, and completely forgot that, like, oh, I just got my bow, and everything should be really rooted around the bow, right? So when we fought that guy and someone in chat's like, you have to shoot the crystals, and I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense. I just got the bow. It's going to be a huge portion. It's going to be a huge portion of the fight. When you separate your play sessions, sometimes you're going to overlook those things, and that's fine. In that fight, my issue was that YouTube's having some problems. I can't get certain pages to open. It was like, I told you guys, I said my concern about this game is this weird input lag, input delay thing that's been periodically happening. I'm worried it's going to make some of the later fights, like, really, really frustrating, you know? Really frustrating. And then that's exactly what happened. It was just like, I could not get any headway with Biome 4. Let's get rid of that. Returnal. All right, let's get the new thumb. We're going to try and get through Biome 4 today. Do a little 2-hour session here. Change. There we go. Okay. Alright. I don't need the gaming pie. Yeah, that might be affecting it a little bit. Okay. Error loading monetization settings. Yeah, YouTube is really, really having some issues right now. I might not even be able to schedule this stream. It might error out. So it's not just me. I can't do. Yeah, it might error out. We might not be able to schedule the next stream, and if we can't schedule the next stream, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do. Everything is like uber slow. They fixed that thing yesterday, Creature, and I was like, I wonder if they're doing stuff, you know. Yeah, we're having trouble saving your video, retrying in 5 seconds. Like, it's not letting me schedule a stream right now. Is the input delay on PC as well, or just the PS5? I read multiple reviews, and people in chat said they had read multiple pieces of feedback on the internet that said there are some weird input delay things that happen. It doesn't make any sense when it happens. Like, we couldn't make heads or tails of it. What I think is happening is the lack of animation canceling is causing key ghosting, just simply basing everything on the visual movements. All websites are having issues. Oh, maybe there's like a big attack happening right now. Sorry, we were not able to save your video. Can't load Google. Twitter seems to be just fine, so it might be a Google Hub thing that's Oh no, it saved the stream. It did save the stream. Surely Ember Labs can put out a patch to fix it? Maybe. I might not be able to go into the settings of this stream and put on the there we go, customization, add redirect, save. It might not save. Oh, it's saved, okay. So, I hope they can push out a patch to fix some of this, because I really want to finish the game, but it's going to be really, really hard when I spend half of a 2-hour session on one boss just getting absolutely irritated at, like, buttons just not working. Because, like, it's great to be like, oh, you can use this strategy, or you can shoot this, or you can shoot that. Like, that's all well and good, but, like, that doesn't take away from the fact... That doesn't take away from the fact that, like, buttons aren't working. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, you know? And the targeting, too. Like, come on, the targeting. What is that? Just weird things with the targeting, you know? It's frustrating. I was close to pulling trigger on Kane on Epic now, but I'm not so sure. I don't know, dude. I play some of the hardest games in existence, you know? I play some of the hardest games in existence. Now, I don't go all the way to, like, Dark Souls 1 naked runs, but, like, getting where I have in Dark Souls 3, being able to beat Pontiff Sullivan, you know, playing Returnal, playing Demon Souls, playing Sekiro, you know, I would say I'm pretty good at these kind of games. I'm good at parrying. I'm good at dodging. Like, these are things I tend to excel at once I apply what I know. And in this game, I feel like I'm constantly pressing buttons and nothing is happening. She's just standing there. You know what I mean? How would I rate Deathloop? Deathloop is a solid 7. I don't think it deserves the 9s and 10s that it got. There's a video coming out very soon. It's my video of why I'm done with Deathloop, why I put it down. I found the gameplay to be incredibly unsatisfying and sloppy, and we put it down. So, it's unfortunate, because I had just gotten done praising its loot system, because I think there's elements of its loot system that it does a very, very good job with. It does a very, very good job with elements of its loot system. And, you know, kind of bummed that we ended up having to put that one down, because I really wanted it to be good. I really wanted it to be good. Okay. Wait, what was that? Oh. Okay, so we're going to go do Returnal we'll probably just try to get one long run of Biome 4 in. It might not be a full 2 hours. It might not be in like about an hour and a half. But we're gonna crack on with Returnal. There's a link in chat, and it should redirect you. Even if you only come hang out for 20 or 30 minutes, if Returnal's not your thing, that'd be great, though, if you could just come along, ride the redirect, come chill with us for a bit. That would be amazing. So, I'll see you guys over there in the new stream.